Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have a moderate risk of severe weather down in southern Illinois, southeastern Missouri, parts of Arkansas, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Now, I'm going to go ahead and look through this real quick. We're going to go ahead and look over this and everything, and we're going to discuss this. So, here we go. This is the latest moderate risk day I have seen in a while. And the last time I saw stuff like I saw chances this great like this was back in 2015 during the Dallas-Fort Worth tornado outbreak that destroyed a lot, caused a lot of damage and everything, destroyed a lot of homes there. So that's the last time I've seen chances like this for severe weather, and they weren't even under a moderate risk. They were under a enhanced risk. So yeah, here we go. This is the summary right here. A few strong tornadoes, damaging gusts, and large hail are all expected beginning this evening across Arkansas and Missouri, with the greatest tornado threat close to the confluence of the Mississippi and Ohio rivers. The damaging wind and tornado threat will persist overnight while spreading eastward into Tennessee, the Tennessee Valley, and northward across the Ohio Valley tonight. So that's the first part of the summary, and basically I'm just going to show this graph to see what it's talking about. I have the counties up and highlighted and everything for that. So so here we go, and this is the moderate risk zone right here. As you can see, it's pretty much in southern Illinois, in southeastern Missouri, as well as northeastern Arkansas, and the extreme western parts of Kentucky and Tennessee, in that area right there. So if you're in that zone, we'll talk about the risks there. But if you're there, expect a lot of severe weather tonight, as this potential severe weather outbreak begins. The most likely it's expected to happen tonight. But we'll go ahead and go back to the summary. At 19 Zulu time, a dry line was located near the I-35 corridor from North Texas into Oklahoma, with gradual warming, and destabilization node eastward into Arkansas. Upwards of 1,500 joules per kilogram of CAPE is already in place there, with a further warming, along with dew points holding in the upper 60s Fahrenheit. With capping currently exists in most areas, the deepening moist boundary layer is forecast to become uncapped prior to 0 Zulu over in Arkansas, and this will support possible supercell development with the tornado threat evolving east-northeastward into the western Kentucky and Tennessee throughout this evening. Otherwise, the expanding storm system is likely around 3 Zulu along along and ahead of the cold fronts, and as large scale lift increases across the Mississippi and Ohio valleys, with strong shear favoring tornadoes, possibly strong. So so it looks like it's going to be happening this evening. My best guess is it's going to be between 3 and 9 o'clock if you're in that moderate risk zone, and if you're in that moderate risk zone, that's my best guess at this time. So if I were you, I'd be watching very carefully. The temperatures down there are in the mid to upper 60s, which is in itself unusual for December of December. So yeah, they're in a moderate risk. The enhanced risk encompasses a very large area. We're going to go ahead and include the cities. It includes cities such as St. Louis, Evansville, Louisville, Indianapolis, Springfield. I don't know what happened right there. I guess the website updates every couple of minutes. So yeah, Springfield, Illinois, Little Rock, Jackson is barely in that enhanced risk. It's between the enhanced and moderate, and Nashville. It looks like Memphis is in that area right there. It's basically in between the enhanced and moderate right there, so I think it's pretty interesting. The slight risk area encompasses this area right here from central Louisiana and extreme eastern Texas to western Oklahoma to northern to Indiana to the rest of Illinois. Marginal risk area includes everything from East Texas, including the city of Houston, and parts of Chicago, parts of Detroit. So there it is right there. We're going to go ahead and go through the risks one by one. First, starting with the main threat, with not the main threat, but is a significant threat, the tornado threat. As you can see, there is a 15% chance of a tornado in that moderate risk area, as well as a 30% chance in that enhanced. Sorry, 10%, not a 30%. What am I saying? But 10% in that enhanced area. But this is something that I need to emphasize to you guys. You see, there's this hatched area. I'm gonna try to zoom in. It's there. It's right there. There's that hatched area, pretty much in that 10% area and 15%. That means that a tornado means the 10% or greater possibility of an EF2 to EF5 tornado within 25 miles with a point, and EF2 and up are considered strong tornadoes. EF4s and 5s are considered violent tornadoes. So there it is right there. You're in that hatched. If you're in that hatched area, prepare for some strong tornadoes if it happens. So next threat, we're going to go to the hail threat because this is the least significant threat right here. It's only a 10% chance if you're in that moderate and enhanced risk area, right there, jumping down from Little Rock to Springfield, right there. Now the wind threat is what's the biggest threat right here. 30% chance in that moderate to enhanced risk area, including St. Louis, Springfield, Memphis, Nashville, Louisville, Evansville, Little Rock, Indianapolis, those areas. So you got to watch out tonight. Anytime between 3 and 9 p.m., that's when the most severe weather is going to likely occur. It also can linger into the night. In fact, areas in the slight risk and enhanced risk area up here are likely going to see thunderstorms late into tonight. So there it is right there. And one other thing I want to show you guys real quickly is because one of the things I want to show you guys is that in that moderate risk area is a county that was hit really badly by an EF3 tornado back in October. That's Randolph County in Illinois. It's including the city of Chester, which got hit particularly hard. And this was only I want to keep in mind, this was only an enhanced risk area as a zone right here. And they're under moderate tonight. So, yeah, the tornado moved. It appears that tornado moved from Francis County in St. Genevieve County, Missouri, into Randolph County, and there was the storm that struck Chester. It was on the ground for 42 miles. The tornado was on the ground. A tornado emergency was issued for the city of Chester. So, just want to let you guys know it was from 8:23 to 9:28, and it was classified as an EF3 at peak wind speeds of 150 miles per hour, and the width was at its maximum of 450 yards. It was still the cloud base was really low that night as well in that tornado as well, and it was classified a wedge tornado because of that. A wedge tornado, for those of you who do not know, is basically a tornado that is basically the width of it's more wide than it is tall, and those can be extremely dangerous. Those wedge tornadoes are generally the tornadoes that are either high-end EF3s, EF4s, or EF5s. There were a lot of wedge tornadoes back in 2011 with that super outbreak. So yeah, I wanted to show you that, and that was only in an enhanced risk area. And this right here, I'm just making this video to show you how serious this threat can be. And if you're in that moderate risk area, I would prepare for some bad severe weather. I would just pray for the best, prepare for the worst. That's the best piece of advice I can give you. And if a tornado warning is issued, seek shelter immediately. Go underground, go into a basement, go into a storm shelter. If you do not have a basement, go into the most interior room of your home, such as an interior closet. Even under the stairs is good as well. So that way, you put yourself with enough walls so debris doesn't get to you. and you're safe like that. Also, I would recommend getting shoes and a baseball helmet, so that way you can protect your head and everything. And when if your home, God forbid, is destroyed, you can come out and basically just come out and basically you won't get your feet won't get hurt with glass and everything like that. That's the best piece of advice I can give. That's the best piece of advice everyone else can give. But yeah, it's going to be a very active night for severe weather. The last time I saw chances like this, last time that I recall seeing chances like this was back in 2015 with that Texas outbreak in the DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now, keep in mind, I'm not saying it's going to be that. This this outbreak can go any way it wants to, but but you need to be cognizant. Prepare for the worst. If you're in that enhanced risk area, prepare for the worst as well. If you're in the slight risk area, it's not out of the woods. Even the marginal, you're not out of the woods. Yeah, back in October, the St. Louis area, when that tornado hit Chester, it was only under an enhanced risk area. This is now under a moderate. So this is going to potentially be an active night. So I figured so yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Please stay safe, everybody. Please stay safe, everybody. Be sure to subscribe to the channel as well. And with that being said, I'm going to sign off for this video. Have a good afternoon. Have a good afternoon, and I'll see you all in the next video.